Hi, Mel.
Hi there.
I think this is going to work.
I think it is finally.
I know you wanted to meet the people in the group, and that's why we were going live so we could talk to everybody. But for whatever reason, this is just not happening today. So
Yeah, yeah.
I wanted to ask you before we started working together, where were you in your life?
I had just moved to a new place. Um, I was looking for a job before the pandemic hit. I had left a job that I thought I had wanted and worked my way up to for years and years. Um, and I picked up and moved, my son and I, to Washington, and I was just kind of stuck. Like I didn't know what to do with myself. I was widowed, but it had been almost 10 years, and I wanted to move forward, but I didn't know how. So that's pretty much when I reached out. It's like I don't know what to do at this point, or how even, you know.
And what transformation? How has it been like working with me? Like what's been happening in your life now that we've been together working?
Oh God, it's so amazing and so different. And you told me to do things that I just didn't think were going to make that much of an impact, but I did them anyway. I was willing to do whatever you suggested. But the journaling every morning, the routine that I have now, I don't just get up and kind of do whatever. I have it all set out, and it gives me time for myself. I sort of put myself on the list now of taking care of my son, taking care of. It's like, wait a minute, no, I have a morning routine, and that's what I'm doing every day. I move every day. I exercise. I never used to. I would do 2, 3. And now I know that I'm going to have to check in with you. So I just get on the machine and do it. There's a few times where it's like, oh,
It's that accountability, right? Like, oh my
yes,
gosh, she's gonna tell me.
totally.
But
Uh,
you were going through that hard period of time, and you had put your son and everybody else before you,
yeah,
and you're 60 years young, right?
yes,
And you had told me that you thought like the best years were behind you.
I did. Yeah, I did. I don't anymore. I think that I'm kind of excited about the future, even though we're sort of in a holding pattern in the country. I just know that there's so much more to come. Um, and I honestly, I just thought, yeah, this is it. I'm kind of done. Now I'm going to knit, or something.
Oh my God.
um, and I never thought, I mean, you suggested, well, what about continuing on with the graphic design and, looking at some other things, dream. And I thought, oh, I don't do that. And I really do now. It's like, I can do this and I can do that. And, and I'm exercising and I'm writing and I'm eating really well. And I lost 2 pounds, and just like, it's this forward movement that's really, healthy, and it just feels really good. And I couldn't have said that a few months ago. I did not feel really good a few months ago. I was just sort of flatline. Now I'm excited, and I have some of your energy a little bit. Bottle your energy, it would be great.
I love it. I love it. Well, and it was interesting because there was a point when you were like, money is an issue. You were like, you know what, Michelle, I think this is too expensive. And how did you get past that?
um, I felt like I wanted to do something for me, and this was the perfect thing. And I just don't spend money on other things that are just to try to make me happy, like looking outside of myself for stuff to fill up what's missing. And so I just thought, let me just jump in and do this. And the money just sort of was there, and I just rearranged a few things, and it's there, and it's going to pay off in the long run. It just will. It's money well spent for me.
Well, you know what? It's already paying off. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, you have made such an amazing transformation where you are here. I mean, it's been, I keep getting goosebumps, but it's been so awesome to see your growth and where you're at and how, you know, you're full of life now compared to when we first started working. And I'm so
Yeah.
happy and excited for you.
Thank
Is
you.
there anything else you'd like to say to the ladies?
If you're thinking about this, and if you kind of clicked on this website and you found it, it's really good. It's just sort of, may not make sense in the very beginning. You're just like, yeah, okay, I'll move every day and I'll journal and okay, whatever. But it really is the little baby steps that get you to open up to other things. That's what I've discovered. And I think I say, do it, invest in yourself. That's what I did. And it's worth it.
That
It's
is
really
so
worth it.
awesome. That is so great. And you know what I teach all the time, right, is that there are circumstances that happen. So how are we going to handle it? And that was, I think, the perfect example of how us, you know, you being flexible with trying to go live and then trying to do Zoom. So I think that was like a perfect example for us of just rolling with it, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is very memorable. We tried to go live 3 or 4 times, and
I know. It's so funny. It's just the way it happened. But you are an amazing client. I'm so proud of you. All
thank
the
you.
growth that's happened already and continuing to grow. And I'm so honored to be your coach. And it
Thank
is,
you.
it's finally putting yourself first. And like you said, you spend money on all these outside things to try to make you happy, but
Yeah,
it's really the inside is where the wealth is,
yeah,
you know?
yeah, yeah. And it really, that doesn't come naturally. I think for most women, especially moms, you just think of everyone else, and then you don't know why you feel empty and a little bit down, and don't know what to do. And I think it happens a lot. So yeah, I'm
We take
really.
the broken cookie.
Yes, absolutely. Or the crumbs of the broken cookie, I mean, depending on how you feel about yourself. But yeah, and that goes for relationships with, partners and jobs where asking for a raise and, all of that, it bleeds out into everything, really. It does for me. I mean, I noticed that, somebody came along and it was like, this is not a good guy. And the other time would have taken the crumbs, you know.
I know, and I'm so
I,
glad you didn't.
I know.
You
I just
deserve the whole meal.
right, right,
Oh
exactly.
my gosh. Well, thank you so much, Mel. And if anybody has any questions in the comments, you know, go ahead and ask. And she was really excited because she wanted to meet everybody in the group. But Mel, will you be at the happy hour on Monday? It's at
Yeah.
5 o'clock. So Mel will be at the happy hour on Monday. So
So 2 o'clock my time. Is that right?
no, actually it's 8 p.m. Eastern.
So it is 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock your time for real. Yeah,
Okay.
we always are trying to figure that out. So
Yeah.
yes, so it
Yeah.
is. Thank you, Mel,
Okay.
so much. All right,
Thank you. I'll
everybody.
talk to you soon.
Okay.
Okay. Bye bye.